These luxury bags were never stylish. You cannot convince me otherwise. They look like something the late Queen Elizabeth or any other upper crust grandma would wear. They are in no way chic. They are in no way functional. They are in no way stylish, cute, fun, sexy. None of that. It's giving grandma, it's giving 50s, it's giving Jackie O, and it's just honestly played out and boring. But the one thing I will give all these luxury brands is that they are a masterclass in marketing because they really had everyone fooled and convinced that this is a must have, that this is a quote unquote investment, which is the biggest bunch of baloney that I've ever heard, and that it's something that everyone should aspire to. So, in today's video, we're going to go over the controversy that has taken social media by storm regarding the Chinese quote unquote manufacturers, controversies, and conspiracies, and also go over the fact that I really hope and pray that this will amount to a renaissance in the world of luxury fashion and breathe new life into what's considered high status, the pinnacle of luxury beyond the Birkin bag. Like most empires, this collapse was caused by a confluence of different factors. First and foremost, the financial health of a lot of these luxury brands has been in decline for a couple years now, since our post pandemic world has slowed down and the economic outlook has been looking a little bit more precarious and worrisome. People are tightening their purse strings, and even beyond the economic uncertainty, there has been a sharp decline in the quality of a lot of these luxury designers. And it has been on the rise of people complaining about the lack of craftsmanship and quality that they were used to, that they saw in the late 90s, early 2000s, and how there has been a sharp decline in quality. Next up, we have these big luxury influencers on YouTube who are claiming to be selling their luxury bags, to be giving up these so called coveted items that they've used to build and amass huge platforms. And suddenly they are shifting towards selling off these quote unquote status symbols almost as a sign that they no longer believe in them as status symbols, which is an extremely interesting and should be anthropologically studied factor of how these people who built these platforms are now suddenly distancing themselves from these quote unquote heritage investment luxury items. And finally, we have the scam and controversies that has completely enveloped TikTok, where we have these supposed Chinese manufacturers. Again, we all need to work on our media literacy. We don't know who these people are, we don't know their qualifications. There is some credible truth that TikTok is able to spread misinformation just like any other social media app. So we need to have a heightened level of awareness and understand that there are foreign adversaries that are trying to influence how we think and feel about certain things. This isn't to fearmonger, this isn't to scare, but it is the reality of our social media world, and it's important to have that media literacy. But I digress. This has gotten people upset. They feel gypped, they feel duped, they feel scammed that, these luxury items can be, produced at a fraction of the cost and are being completely upcharged. And it's just a huge controversy, and it feels like nothing is really luxury anymore, and therefore nothing is really real. So, all of that to say, this has been kind of the brewing storm that has been kind of following these luxury brands to their collapse and their inevitable decline. I want to make it clear that I do believe that the truth is somewhere in the middle, somewhere in between what these quote unquote Chinese manufacturers are claiming and in between what the luxury brands are trying to sell us, that they are a little bit more higher quality. I'm sure their supply chain does go through China, just like any other supply chain in this world. But I do think that the stuff that is being sold on these other dupe or counterfeit websites is not at the same quality as what you would get in store. But I do also believe that luxury brands' quality in general has been on the decline. So while it's not the same, it is probably maybe two or three steps above what you would get on a counterfeit website versus a decade or two ago, where it would be tenfold in terms of quality. So, with that out of the way, I want to say what my hopes and dreams are in regard to fashion moving forward. And specifically within the realm of luxury, I really hope that as a collective, we're able to look beyond these brands and the marketing and understand the game that is being played with our minds, our emotions, and our belief systems. So instead of just blindly believing that a bag is a quote unquote investment piece, really think critically and take a step back. Do I like this grandma bag? Do I like this bag with its harsh, strong, bright gold metalling? Is that something that I'm into? Is this really speaking to me? Or am I just seeing it over and over and over again and being told that it's stylish and that it's unbelievably beautiful bag and that it's luxurious, etc. And just accepting this to be true, therefore being manipulated into a different belief system? So I really hope that we can move forward a bit more critically, a bit more intentionally, and really understand that luxury is whatever you define it to be. It doesn't even have to be a bag. Just like what's considered stylish or fashionable can be whatever you define it to be. So I'm really hoping that we're able to have that nuance, that discernment, and that discretion in order to not fall for the marketing BS. And beyond that, please support your local artisans. Please support small businesses. Please support your local tailor or cobbler or anything else. Go to the thrift store, find a nice vintage bag. If you're complaining about luxury quality, I highly suggest shopping vintage. Take care of it, love it, build relationships with people who are committed to keeping items alive for as long as possible and extending the lifespan of leather items. These are great ways to indulge in high quality items without the price. Yes, you won't have that quote unquote perceived status, but I think this controversy really shows that that status is just a farce. And if we don't participate in the delusion of that status, there is no status anymore, because we are the ones who affirm its status and its desirability by believing it. So if nobody believes it, then it won't be as impactful anymore. So please take back your power as a consumer, shop small, you know, go thrifting, vintage shop if you can. And I truly believe that these brands will start to take notice and shift their practices back to a higher quality level that we deserve as consumers. Please let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree. Do you think luxury can rebound from this? Are we all doomed to accept this quality from them forever? Do you think that this could usher in a new era of fashion and luxury renaissance where smaller designers and smaller known brands can finally push through and redefine the industry standard? Please, please, please let me know. I want to know all your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching and for sticking around till the end of the video. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.